Alright everyone, welcome back. This is Vaipo. I'm back with another game of League of Legends. This is cast number 12 I believe, and this is the earliest I've ever picked up a game. We're currently at 1 minute as you can see on top, and let's go straight into it with Cartus, Blitzcrank, Yorick, what's his name, Dr. Mundo, and Grace versus Nocturne, Nautilus, Ashe, Veigar, and Darius. This is going to be a very dangerous, and I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do. They might be trying to invade and pull somebody with Blitz, but Blitz is not pulling anybody, which means Yorick is getting straight killed off. This is going very badly for blue team. Oh my god, blue team is absolutely, like, they both went into each other's jungle, and I'm not quite sure. This really paid off for purple team, it seems, at the moment. And actually, they do have a 1-for-1 kill here, and I'm not quite sure what they're still staying here. Nautilus is getting picked off after a big pull here from Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank being one of the most dangerous characters here, and it worked out like hell for blue team. They were actually invading each other's jungles, but when they noticed that neither of them actually had, neither of them were actually in their own jungle, they came back, and when blue team engaged in their own jungle versus purple, it looked like it was going to turn around for them. It looked like blue team was getting demolished because Yorick did get taken off from the very beginning, but it turned around. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but purple team really screwed up. They got absolutely killed so badly right there, and blue team is in absolutely phenomenal shape right now. Three of them has 2 assists and Cartus has 1, as well as a kill. Mundo doing very well. He's in 1-0-2 from the very beginning, from minute 1. Am I glad I found this game? Oh my god, after only 1 minute. It actually just changed when I put up the client, and got very lucky to actually pick up this game. Very nice start. I can't believe how badly that went for the purple team after invading, and even picking up first blood like that. It just turned upside down for them. But Ashe actually getting picked up here. I don't think that they're going to do much damage to her because Blitzcrank didn't have his knock up yet. But we're going to see how this plays out. Of course, both Nautilus and Blitzcrank both dangerous with their hooks, and it's going to be a very interesting match in the bottom. I'm probably going to have to focus it quite a bit, and oh god, all of them have quite interesting lineups. I'm not quite sure. Darius is a very interesting new champion, and you know, you don't want to miss this kind of stuff. But we're going to see how things go right now. Blitzcrank not quite pulling, or sorry, Graves not quite killing Nautilus up here. They did dive in. I do believe he did take a tower hit, but just about got away and didn't get pulled by Nautilus. Lucky for him. But Blitzcrank is probably a bit more dangerous than Nautilus. I do believe that he does a bit less damage than Nautilus, but of course his pull pulls you fully towards you, so not halfway. So gonna be a very interesting to see how this progresses. Actually, we're gonna also be very interested in the middle, because of course Veigar being an anti-mage but being so damn squishy that he is very easy to kill, and we're gonna see how exactly this turns out for Veigar, because of course Veigar with his ult, if Cartus stacks AP, which, well, every single Cartus does, it's gonna turn upside down for him. I mean, Cartus is going to get one-shotted by that ult, or at least by Veigar's combination, and Graves picking up another kill at bottom here, going to be very good for him. He's on 2-0-2 right now, with Ashe being on 0 with 1 assist. Not very good for Ashe. Of course, Ashe being also miles behind on farm. He's a whole 11 minions behind, which it doesn't sound like much, but early game this is quite a big difference. I'm actually just going to show you in comparison with gold. Ashe on 950 gold, whereas Graves already has 1.9. He has more gold on him currently, and Ashe already went back once. So you can clearly see that there's a big difference here. Actually, Graves is gonna go back and pick up another item right now, and it's just gonna pull him far ahead. He might pick up boots and maybe another Doran's blade. Yes, he did that, and he's going to be completely sustaining right now, as well as having that extra bit of health. He's just going to be on top of Ashe the whole time, and of course Blitzcrank going to be very dangerous with all those pulls, and you know, we're just going to have a crazy kind of snowball fest at the bottom. Whoa, look at that! Actually, that turned around very bad. Darius did get a bit greedy here with Graves, while Graves was getting ganked by Nocturne, and he might actually even get... No, it's not going to get away. Never mind, that fear is going to secure a kill for Nocturne, and going to be pretty nice for them. Actually, Cartus does pick up a Veigar in the middle, and he must do this as much as possible, because of course after they hit level 6, Veigar is going to be a complete glass cannon, capable of, you know, just one-shotting that Cartus. Cartus is going to be having a very tough time after level 6, but he is building that Catalystic Protector first, purely for defense purposes, and it's going to be probably the most important thing for him for survival, because of course Veigar is going to scale like crazy with AP as well as his damage, and they did pick up another kill on Ashe. Wow, this Graves is just demolishing Ashe. That Blitzcrank doing a very good job with pulling, and the bottom is doing phenomenally well. I'm running out of words here to talk about this game. Carta's, like, the blue team is in such good shape right now. Nocturne is on 2 kills, but he's the only one with any kills at all. Everyone else only has 1 assist or 2 assists, and this does mean that they're quite a bit behind everyone on the blue team, except for Blitzcrank, who actually has 5 assists, which is just as good, has at least 1 kill, and this is gonna show very nicely once they each go back and get their first items. Gray's going back a 3rd time. Actually, I'm not quite sure if he has enough for BF sword, but no, he doesn't. But he's probably going back for. I mean, actually, I'm not quite sure why he's going back, to be honest. Oh, Vampiric Scepter. So basically, they're just not going to be able to push him out of lane right now. He does have the extra 20 attack damage from the Doran's blades, 6% lifesteal, and then 10% from his blade. So actually, I'm not quite sure. Can I check his stats? I'm not quite sure if I'm able to check Graves' stats with any button on the UI. I really have no idea. Oops, why did I ping that? But Graves is just going to be completely sustaining. I'm not quite sure if he has that extra spell vamp, or sorry, extra lifesteal from his talents or runes, but he is going to be a very dangerous champ. They might pull Veigar here, but I do believe that he backed off just in case Veigar would end up ulting him under the tower. It would be a very dangerous thing, even though he didn't have stun, which means that either way Blitzcrank would not die, considering the fact that he does have that extra shield, which means Veigar would just not be able to nuke him down. But of course Blitzcrank is setting up for another kill here. They are going to ping onto Ashe. They are definitely going to pick him up, actually. Or, yeah, well, she did flash away, so I couldn't have possibly predicted that. But that is 1 less flash for Ashe, and of course, that rhymed, and Blitzcrank making a bit of a laugh thing here. Now, Mundo is still in jungle. He's not doing that much for ganking right now. He is helping at bottom, actually, but not so much at, sorry, at top, but he's not doing that much for bottom. Maybe, I guess, bottom doesn't really need it, and Blitzcrank is doing enough of the ganking himself with those pulls. But Darius is going to get away here. I don't think Mundo should dive. There's no way he would end up ever killing him, especially with Darius's pull as an interrupt. Mundo trying to invade, but of course the red buff is not here. Nocturne is probably going to pick it up. Nocturne doing very well, surprisingly, compared to the rest of them. And incoming gank for the blue team. Mundo is probably going to stun or hit onto Veigar here, but there is going to be a stun going off for Veigar, and that just means Veigar is going to be a bit difficult, especially for Mundo to gank, because Mundo does not have any of those jumps which many junglers do. For example, Lee Sin, Warwick, and even Nocturne does have a jump with his ult, so it's very difficult to actually gank Veigar as a melee AD ganker who doesn't have a jump. So we're gonna see how this progresses. At the moment, it does look like Ashe might get pulled here if she's not careful. Rather, I'm not quite sure if the player's male or female, so that doesn't really matter, I guess. But Nocturne is pinging to take his blue. I'm not quite sure why Veigar is not coming. He is wasting the blue buff here, and yeah, Nocturne is just gonna pick it up, and Ashe again getting picked off, probably with a pull from Blitz. And this is just going horrible. I do believe that Ashe is just kicking himself or herself in the face right now. Blitzcrank on 6 assists, Graves on 402, a very good start for the blue team. Let's quick look at their gold. 3.8k gold for Graves, and Ashe has 2000 gold, so 1.8k difference. That is a whole BF sword difference, or in this case it's an extra Doran's blade, sorry, an extra Vampiric Scepter as well as Berserker Greaves, and having that extra bit of health left. So Nocturne is actually going to come up here behind Blitz. I'm not quite sure if Blitz is going to see this. He is probably going to spot this, which means they are going to see him. They're not pinging him, but they are probably aware of it. is not going to do much. He did just kind of, you know, do a bit of damage. Nothing special. Shouldn't have probably given away his position. He should have stayed a bit hidden. But I guess maybe he wanted to scare the middle a little bit, to be very cautious, so that he can go back here now and get his item, as well as go back to the lane and probably gank again, picking up Ashe or Nautilus. Probably Ashe, most likely. Ashe is of course a squishy one, even though Nautilus does have a bit of regen and he is a tanky champion. But of course Ashe has two Doran's blades, which means she is that bit more tanky. Actually, Mundo picking up a kill at top here with Grace, helping what's his name, helping Yorick, picking up an assist. And this is going to be doing a bit of pushing. I'm not quite sure. They're not going to do too much damage to the turret. Probably one, because they don't want to push, they want to farm as much as possible, and two, because Nocturne is here, of course, being able to do quite a bit of damage if not careful. Of course, he could pull off that fear as well, which would mean that oh shit, no, not quite. That was a very close kill. Blitzcrank is probably going to pick this up, though. There's no way that this Veigar will escape. Even if he just ults him, yeah, that's enough. And of course, what's his name? Kartus does pick up an assist there, I do believe. And doing very well. Blue team is on 7 kills ahead right now. And it's going to start showing very, very soon. As soon as you know, they get a few of their third tier items. Nocturne actually picking up that kill just about. He does ult. I'm not quite sure if that was to prevent the mid from interfering, or because, you know, he just got a bit desperate and didn't want to risk Mundo flashing over this wall. Or rather, Mundo doesn't. Oh, he does have flash. Never mind, my bad. It's not a very common thing for Mundo to build. Usually, Mundo would go for a ghost purely because, you know, with the ult it stacks very, very well. But blue team is doing dragon here. Not the jungler doing it, actually, surprisingly, but it is the bottom lane, because the bottom lane is doing so damn well that Ashe and Nautilus seem to have given up practically on the bottom. They're just getting demolished here, eaten alive. And Blitzcrank seems to be one of the best support / tanky champions for going bot, and I'm not quite sure. It might be the new meta. I'm not quite sure how exactly it works. I know Blitzcrank is very good for pulling in, which means he can pick up very good kills, but I just don't see him being a good support. He does, of course, have that extra movement speed and attack damage, I believe, as well, one of his skills. I'm not quite sure if he gives it to. Yeah, it's just himself. Never mind. So Blitzcrank, a very dangerous champion indeed, especially if you build him a bit with AP. You don't have to build him as a full tank, even though most people generally build that. But we're going to see how he builds. I do believe he's going to build quite a heavy on support, so it means he is going to build those gold per 5 items, and probably go into Shirelia's Reverie, or that shield, which is actually, that's a very, very good and likely item to be built right now. That shield, I'm not quite sure what it's called right now, but it's built from the Heart of Gold, and a very, very good item indeed for both tank and support, because he does give that extra what's it called? Yeah, those definitely were the flash there. They would have picked up a kill with 3 assists and that, or 2 assists, and that wouldn't have been very good. But actually, all these ganks are just turning upside down for purple team right now. I'm not quite sure if engaging like this is good anymore. They need to stay and farm. Like right now, they're just getting killed from every single side. Of course, that was purple picking up a kill here with the help of Nocturne, but I'm not quite sure every time that they try to gank, particularly with Nautilus doesn't seem to have very good luck right now. He's getting picked off every single time he tries to do something smart. Well, I don't know if you can call it smart, but you know, he's doing a lot of damage. Actually, whoa, this could get dangerous for Graves, and actually it does look like Veigar is going to get picked off here as well. And a wasted Oracle here, actually. A bit unfortunate, but what can you do? It does look like Nocturne is going to go down here no matter what. Probably not a worthy trade, really. But what can you do? There is actually, never mind, it was a worthy trade for the purple team, because Veigar actually picked up an assist off that. I'm not quite sure why that happened. Veigar died here about 10 seconds ago. Probably a bit more, maybe because Grace was in combat the whole time, so it did affect him a little bit, and it kept the assist right there. Now, Kartus is probably not going to get a bit too greedy on Nautilus, because of course if Nautilus pulls Kartus after the turret engages Nocturne, or not, sorry, Kartus Cartus, then Cartus is only going to be able to take 1 or 2 turret hits before he dies. Well, the second one would definitely kill him anyways. But this game is just out of control at the moment. I didn't really expect to get a game this good at the moment. I mean, I did go into it very early. I did see the very nice first blood. It was a very impressive one. Well, rather not impressive. It was very unlucky for the blue team to run in like that and lose Yorick straight away. But they did pick up 3 kills afterwards, so it was kind of worth it. And actually, Mundo might go down here if he doesn't have his ult giving him enough health. But quite successful actually. Ash Arrow not doing that much damage or slowing him too much. Of course, Mundo does have his ult to regenerate health, as well as having that that passive which gives him 0.3% health each second. And of course he does have that Giant's Belt already, which is going to be used to go towards the Warmogs. The Warmogs is probably the single most useful item for Mundo at the moment. I've seen Mundo's building 3 of them. Not a very smart idea. I do believe that 1 Warmogs is plenty, and then going for a bit of resistances, or maybe even AD. I've seen people building the Ghost Blade as Mundo, and it is a very good item, of course, because it does give him attack speed or movement speed and extra damage, because you know, Mundo does need to do a bit of damage. His AoE isn't quite enough to do that much. And we'll see actually if Yorick is going to pick... No, he doesn't pick him up. It is only the ghost of Yorick, of course. But I thought he might have at least killed Darius here. Darius being very annoying. The one thing I do commend Riot on doing is not giving Darius any kind of sustain. If he had a sustain, like something healing him, then I just don't understand how OP it would be. It would just be completely insane. But luckily he just does too much damage, and he's a bit of a glass cannon. And Graves does pick up another kill here. I'm not quite sure if they're going to pick up Nocturne here. Nocturne might actually pick off Mundo here. He does, and he might chase down Graves. I do believe that he would chase him down. And he could pick up a triple kill even. Wow, this is actually very good for purple team, getting back in there with Nocturne actually being the only one who got farmed. But it's a bit better than nothing. Of course, Nocturne being farmed is a very dangerous thing for, well, both teams really. If Nocturne does die, he's, you know, pretty much losing them most of their damage. But if well, yeah, he's going full damage, so I guess it would lose them most of their damage. But if Nocturne gets unkilled or unfocused, then he will end up demolishing the whole blue team. And we're gonna see how this actually works out for them very soon. Actually, Blitz getting focused here with everything they have, even Nocturne jumping in with an Ash Arrow. What's his name? Veigar did waste his ult there as well. I'm pretty sure Nautilus probably wasted his ult, and Nocturne jumped in a bit too late, but he did jump in just in case Blitzcrank was going to get away. Blitzcrank, of course, is the support, so it's not that much of a good thing to kill him. Of course, every kill does count, but you know, killing a support is not the biggest of deals. Yeah, he does actually blink again there, or rather flash, because he's afraid of that fear, and he did probably see Darius coming in there. And purple team is trying to set up for a Baron kill. I'm not quite sure if this is the best of ideas. They do have wards everywhere, maybe not here, but they might pick off Mundo here if Mundo's not careful. Mundo does get picked off. They are going to probably do a bit of damage in return, but there's only 3 of them here, which means that the purple team is going to pick up 3 kills completely well, 2 kills rather, and they could have a free Baron kill here. I'm not sure if oh whoa, this could get dangerous. Yeah, but I still believe they could pick up this Baron. Maybe Graves might come in here, but I think with all the CC that the purple team has, they would probably quite easily kill them. Graves doing a bit of damage to counter them. Ooh, this could get dangerous. Either ways, I do believe that purple team is going to lose about 2 people here. Either ways, maybe a good engage actually. Oh, Graves could actually pick up more kills here. This is very dangerous for the purple team. Oh, Graves with a triple kill. Let's see, can he get a penta hit? Oh shit! Oh, this is getting way too cool. Holy shit! And there's the penta kill. Well done, Graves. That was very well played game. And I honestly didn't think that was a good engage from him. I thought they were going to get demolished with the amount of CC there, but Graves completely turning that around with a good flash over this wall, picking up the last 2 kills, and that just made my day. This game is just epic from the very beginning. Everything about this game is awesome, and now blue team is going to even pick up the Baron kill after me thinking that of course that they weren't going to get it. sorry, that they weren't supposed to engage here. But well done to Cartus and Graves, particularly Graves, for doing all that damage, picking off every single one of them one by one with that blue buff, and Ash Arrow coming in, actually not quite enough to steal the Baron buff or to kill anybody, of course, because they were quite high on health with all their sustain. But a very, very epic game indeed. The purple team did kind of catch up a little bit. They're still 10,000 gold behind though, but that is purely because of all the turret kills. But turret kills are something that can you can get a lot of turrets in a very short space of time, and it's quite a bit of gold. So if they kill 3 turrets right now, they would be pretty even on gold. They would still be a bit behind because they are, of course, 5 kills behind. But I'm not sure if this is a desperate act to kill Ashe here, but it might be worth it because they are going to shut down Ashe for the rest of the game if they at least get him low enough to back off and not engage too much anymore. Now Cartus is coming up top here. I do believe he's probably trying to spot or at least do 1 or 2 hits to that Ashe, and he almost has his ult ready. They might just try to keep Ashe a bit low or keep him away from this so that they can prevent him from engaging. Cartus is on let's have a quick look at his AP. 367 AP. He does have his ult up, and I don't believe it would actually one-shot Ashe right now. It's 620 damage, and quickly looking at Ashe's resistances, he does have 43 magic resist. I can't check how much that is in percentage-wise, but I'm guessing it's about 30%. So I would guess that Cartus' ult would do about 300 to 400 damage to Ashe right now, which means Ashe would have to be pretty low to actually drop from the Cartus ult. But of course he doesn't waste it. He knows it's pointless to do it at this stage because chances are that Ashe has already went back, and of course yes, she did. I'm not quite sure what the timer is on the dragon, but I'm going to quickly speed it up because chances are they're both aware of the dragon. This is of course a ranked game, and I'm guessing it's definitely a high ranked game because with the play that I've seen so far, I mean, I know the bottom did get shut down from the purple team, but the game was absolutely phenomenal for the whole game. I've been freaking shouting at my microphone. I'm pretty sure you'd notice it because I think my microphone settings are a bit too high right now. But it's just a great game. I do believe this is the best game I've casted so far, or at least one of the best games. Probably is the best. But we're gonna see how this progresses right now. They do pick off that ward with Nautilus's. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? There is already... Oh, look at that. Actually, is that Graves here? It is Graves. Graves getting picked off here. This is going to be a very, very bad thing for blue team. I would not engage if I were them. I do believe this fight is going to completely turn around for blue team. Purple team might actually get off quite a lot of kills here because, you know, blue team lost their AD carry. This is going to be their main source of damage. They already lost one with Ashe getting taken down as well. Actually, AD carry for AD carry being taken out. Blitzcrank is lost to Darius, as well as Cartus picking off Darius. So we're having trades here every now and then. Actually, blue team did lose 3 champions, not just 2. They only have Yorick and Cartus left against Veigar and Nocturne. I do believe that Veigar versus actually Nautilus as well. Sorry, but Veigar and Nautilus could probably take out Veigar or Cartus and Yorick. Of course, Cartus does have his Rod of Ages, but he would probably get almost one-shotted by Veigar. Actually, Veigar doesn't have his ult, so maybe it would be a good idea for them to engage. But we'll see how things go right now. Veigar is a 222 AP. I'm not quite sure how much he did. He only got 48 AP from his passive Q, which means, looking at that now, 45 is from minions, which means he got less than half of them with the Q. Not a very good number, but you know, what can you do at this stage? The game is kind of starting to tilt towards the blue team, even though purple team is still in the game. They're no way behind. They are 5 turrets behind, but if just imagine each turret would give almost 1,000 gold for each player, or sorry, for the team. So if you have 5 turrets taken down, they would be very, very close behind them. They would only be a few kills behind, and of course quite a bit of assists actually, because Blitzcrank is on freaking 11 assists. But one bad thing for the purple team right now is that Veigar has 10 assists. He doesn't have any kills. He only has 1 kill, which is not going to be enough. And I do believe Ashe needs those kills as well. Darius, of course, being a very, very strong champion at the moment with all the damage that he does, but of course Ashe does need to have a lot of damage. They are probably going to pick off at least one or two here, and this again did turn off turnaround for the blue team. It's usually the purple team who gets turned around like this, but purple team is actually getting rushed on here. Graves getting picked off by Nocturne. A very good ult. Even if he doesn't get away here, it's probably worth it just purely to take out that Graves. And they did actually pick up 2 kills for nothing. But let's look at Kartus. Kartus does have his ult. This could get very dangerous for purple team if they're not careful. I would have probably ulted a few seconds ago, to be honest, but there is a kill right there from the ult. But blue team could push this turret quite easily right now. I don't believe that purple team could engage them in any way. They just have too much sustain right now. And a wasted flash there from Kartus, but I guess if he did pick him up there, then that would have definitely been worth it. Even though I do believe that Nautilus could have probably pulled him back and prevented him from doing enough damage. But purple team is just miles behind on turrets right now. They are only 4 kills behind, a very close match in kills, but they are 13k gold behind, and that is purely because of 6 tower kills. 13k would turn to roughly 7k, but maybe a bit more. And then the assists and the minion kills would probably play the most part in this, because of course looking at Graves, 201 minion kills compared to Ash's 113. Or sorry, yeah, Ash does have 113. I was just looking at Veigar actually, but Graves has literally twice as much gold as Ash, and that is going to be a very big factor of this game. Like 12.5k for an AD carry. He has pretty much he has his whole late game build. I don't believe that he's going to get much more AD after this. Now he's just going to be building probably a Guardian Angel and maybe another Phantom Dancer. That seems to be a very popular way to build right now. 300 AD is plenty though, so I don't think that he's going to build any more. He's going to have about 315 maybe after the Bloodthirster is stacked up. 8 more adds up to 317. But of course he still has to level up twice, which means he's probably going to get about 350 AD all over, overall for the game. And we'll see how this is going to go. They are trying to pick up Baron kill. Blue team, we have already had a fucked up Baron kill with quite a lot of kills here, and we're actually going to see a Baron kill with a Nautilus kill as well. Nautilus did jump in a bit preemptively, trying to I'm not quite sure who he tried to kill, but maybe he just tried to kill that Baron, or rather steal it, just to prevent the blue team from having it. Of course, if he did steal the Baron kill, it would definitely be a worthy trade for a one kill. But of course, then it's a 4 versus 5 situation for the purple team, which means that the blue team could push a turret, and it is a bit unfortunate. Like, this game was starting to be so good, but you see Mundo scales a crazy late game, and it gets very difficult to kill him, as well as Blitzcrank. Like, one pull from Blitzcrank is just, it's a guaranteed kill pretty much. And this is going to turn crazily upside down. I'm not quite sure actually why the turret did not attack Mundo there. It should have, but if purple team can get one good team fight off, just one would be enough, then the whole game could be turned around. Like, they could pick up like 4 or 5 turret kills and be still back in this game. Ash does need that gold. Ash really needs that gold. She needs to get a BF sword or that Infinity Edge first. It does look she is building the Infinity Edge, and that's what they need right now. They need to get one good team fight and maybe a few dragons, and they would be back in this game. But I'm not quite sure if that's possible at this stage, because blue team is just so far ahead on gold. They are now 16,000 gold ahead because of all those turret kills. They do have 8 turrets more than the purple team, and that is because purple team hasn't even picked up one. They do have the top turret very damaged, but I mean, it's a demolition game right now. It's 30 minutes into the game and purple team has not picked up a single turret, and that is purely because they're on the defense the whole time. Now that is a big problem with Veigar, because yes, Kartus is an AP and he's very heavy on stacking AP, but when Veigar can't reach him, or maybe Veigar is focusing somebody else, maybe he's trying to focus the AD carry the whole time, whereas Kartus is an AP carry, so which means he does so much damage that he's just as dangerous as the AD carry himself. And I think the kills reflect that. I mean, 8-2-9 is almost the same as 13-4-3. Not exactly the same, but a lot of those kills may have been from the old from the Kartus. But Kartus does nonetheless do quite a lot of damage with 541 AP. Let's quickly see what the scaling is on lay waste. It's about 1/3 or something, 0.3 maybe. So 250 damage from every one of those lay wastes. Then his AoE probably does way more. Where is it now? There we go. It's about the same scaling actually, a bit less actually. Looking at that, and the AoE is just very nice for damage. Actually, we have a huge team fight here with blue team going straight in, but they do actually lose 2 players. A 2-for-1 kill here, and Cartus is probably going to get. Oh, Cartus is getting picked off already. It's still 2-for-2 right now. They still have their Ashe. Ashe is actually getting picked off by Graves. Graves probably going to pick up another kill here with the purple team not able to run under the fountain. But I do believe this is the end of the game. I don't think the purple team can do anything with 4 people down right now. The blue team does have 3 up, and they're probably just going to finish this off right now. So that's it for this game. A very well played, especially from the start. Completely turning around that jungle invade. But that's it. I'm Vaipo. Subscribe to my channel, press the like video, share the video with anybody else who might be interested in League of Legends cast. I'm Vaipo. I'm out. I love you guys, and see you next time.